Hello YouTube, Thomas here, doing a long overdue update for you on my aquariums. Sorry it's been so long since I've had an update. I've just been really busy with school and finals and class projects and whatnot. In my last three-part update, I got a little carried away with setting up the new dirted aquarium that I forgot to mention some key changes. One of which was I got rid of the goldfish and my large pleco. I took all of them to my local fish store and just gave them to him. While I was there, I also found a new biker, Senegal Bichir, and I'm pretty sure she's a female. So you'll see in one of my update videos from the last three-part series or whatever that I mentioned there's two bikers, and before then I only had one. I never bothered to tell you that I got the second one. A few of you have been wondering what's been going on with the 10-gallon tank, specifically about the guppies and the shrimp fry. So I'll go over that in this video and also cover the things that I missed that I just mentioned before. Um, One thing I want to start off with is it took a long while for the water in the 29-gallon tank, the one you're looking at now, to clear up. It was really cloudy. Obviously it's cloudy when you start a new tank, just from the water cycling. It started to clear up a little bit and then got right back to being cloudy again, and it was like that for maybe a couple weeks. And I looked at it today, turned the lights on, and it's actually looking really clear and a lot more lights transferring down into the aquarium, so that's good. Another thing I wanted to mention was I did mention in the other videos I bought 8 of the giant Danios, and the other day I was looking in here and I only count 7 of them. I haven't seen any dead Danios in there, so my guess is one of the bikers ate it, and is probably the larger male. I'm not too concerned with losing any more Danios. There was one really small Danio that I got that I think is the one that's missing, and the bikers don't seem to bother him or chase him around too much. So if you're considering putting Danios, or I mean giant Danios with bikers, you're fairly safe, at least with the Senegal bikers. If you had some of the larger species of bikers, I'm not sure I would do it. But this combination seems to work pretty good. So I'll go ahead and give you guys a quick tour of the 29 gallon in its current condition and a couple other things I've changed. After that I'll go down to the 10-gallon tank and show you what's going on with that one. So first off we'll look at the bikers. The one swimming there is the male, the one I've had for a while. The one that just passed in front is the female. And you can tell the male and female from their anal fin. The males have a larger broader anal fin, and the females have a more narrow one. You can only really tell that after they've reached maturity, and the male is definitely mature. The female's a little bit smaller, and she's right in there close to being mature, but I'm not sure yet. It could end up still being a male, but I'm leading towards almost 100% sure it's a female. The other fish in the tank are doing really well. The Danios, other than the one missing one, are all doing well. All of the Cory cats that I have seem to be doing just fine. I've got that particular species there, the 2 albinos, and somewhere there they are, the 2, I think they're bronze or emerald Cory cats, and the speckled ones are, I'm not sure what they are. I've looked up a couple different species on the internet, but none of them really seem to look exactly like the ones I have, so I'm not sure on those yet. The 2 snails are doing fine. One's right there under the log. Not sure where the other one is right now. And the rainbow shark likes the new habitat pretty well. There's been a lot less aggression from the rainbow shark since I moved him into this larger tank, which I really like. All the plants that I put in seem to be doing really well. I've noticed a lot of new growth, especially in this alodia here. You can see towards the bottom the larger leaves, and at the top that's all new growth with the smaller stuff. The Elodia seems to come out of the ground a little bit. I don't know if it's the other fish bumping them and digging them up, but I haven't had a whole lot of problem with it, and I just replant it in the next day and it comes right back. The other plants are all having new growth, getting bigger and growing a lot more rapid than when they were in the 10-gallon tank. The Java fern is pretty good. It's kind of hard to keep it in place. The snails like to chew on it, and I think the cory cats are eating it up a little bit. Not as much as they were for a while, and it stayed fairly stationary. This one that you're looking at I have pinned in between the two rocks, and this one obviously has a zip tie holding it on. But all in all, everything's doing pretty good, pretty healthy. Just yesterday I got in the mail my CO2 diffuser, and I just put that on before I started filming today. I had a little leak in my bottles on top, on that green one particularly, so I got glue on there now sealing it up. That's why it's not running right now. Also, I have this floating thermometer, but it's kind of hard to read and follow it around the tank all the time, so I added my digital one. You can see it there, the little probe, and then on the side I actually have it stuck on the stand with the little Velcro sticky pads. So that's pretty cool. I like having the digital thermometer on there. So now for the 10-gallon. Like I said in the last video, all the plants that were in here have now been moved into the 29-gallon, and the fake plants from the 20-gallon have been moved into this one. All the guppies are doing really great. What was it? Yesterday I looked, and I can only count 2 shrimp that were left, and they were looking really kind of cloudy, white in color. But it was a little bit different than the other cloudy shrimp that died. So I'm not sure if they were just molting or if they're just on their way to dying also. But I haven't seen any dead ones, but they're getting fewer and fewer. So I still don't know what's going on with the shrimp in this tank. I might, if I don't just give up on the shrimp now, go to maybe a different species of smaller shrimp. As far as the guppies go, there is way too many fry to count. I don't know how well you can see it. I apologize for the glass is really really dirty, covered in algae. And let me see if I turn the light on, if it's any better. But yeah, I mean, the last count I had of the fry was in between 12 and 15, and now there's just so many of them everywhere that I can't even begin to count them. The 2 snails that are in here doing well. Actually, there were 3, excuse me. The 2 newer ones, the apple snails or mystery snails, are doing fine. There's one there you're looking at. I'm not sure where the other one is, but I just saw him a little while ago. The one that isn't here anymore is this little guy, and I'm not sure what he was. He was just a stowaway in a bag of guppies I got from the pet store, and it's now dead. I'm not sure why or what happened. I just noticed the fish were pecking at him a lot, and then realized he was dead, and they were just eating him. There's the other snail there. So yeah, this tank seems really healthy. The guppies are reproducing like crazy. Hopefully they grow a little bit bigger. Some of the from the first batch are getting fairly large. So hopefully pretty soon I can add them into, or add some of them into the 29-gallon to feed the bikers. So as far as my shrimp situation goes, I'm not sure what's going on. I've eliminated the live plants out of this tank, which I was reading something about the chemistry can change from adding plants, which can affect the shrimp. The Flourish iron supplement I was adding, I haven't added since then. I've done plenty of water changes, and I've removed the CO2 from the system. and still the shrimp don't seem to be surviving. And as I've been making this video, I haven't seen any of the shrimp yet. The last I counted was 2, and that was yesterday. But they have a lot more hiding places now also. I don't see any dead ones yet, so that's a good sign, I suppose. I'm not sure how well you can see it, but there's one of the shrimp there. And it's still alive, but it does look a little bit cloudy. It's not so much cloudy all the way through, like through the muscle or flesh or whatever inside of it. It seems like it's more opaque or cloudy on the outer shell, so I'm not sure, like I said, if it's maybe molting or if it's dying. I guess we'll find out if I see any extra shells laying around. Besides the shrimp not surviving in this tank, the rest of the tank is in pretty good condition. Everyone's doing well, and the water seems to be pretty healthy. It's a little dirty right now, and I can see some of the food I've been adding is starting to build up down in the bottom, so I need to do a water change on this in the next day or so. But I've kind of neglected this tank a little bit recently just because I've gotten this 29 gallon started, and pretty much this now, the 10 gallons, the low-tech tank, and this one's the high-tech tank with all kinds of things going on. So that's about all I got for an update today. I've been getting a lot of feedback and comments from you guys, and I really appreciate it. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and go ahead and click that subscribe button if you want to be notified when I upload new videos. Your feedback and support is really appreciated. Thanks for watching.